Never knew a moment could feel so right, could slow down time like this. Everything I needed is in your eyes and in your mind. Maybe it's crazy.
He's always had this dream in his heart that he wants to be a husband and a father someday.
Give it all to you.
So he started writing notes to his future spouse.
But I don't care what they say. Please promise me you'll stay, 'cause I'm not going anywhere.
To see how God has answered the prayer that you have prayed for a long time. Woo! And Shelby is such a perfect answer to that prayer.
I think most of you guys know, but I just kind of wanted to share how we met. Shelby came into my dad's office, and basically I think before they even left the office, my dad called me and he was like, dude, there was this girl that was here, and he just starts talking about her. Basically he said she just wouldn't shut up about Jesus. And I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, she's coming back tomorrow. My dad convinces Shelby to give me her number without meeting me. And then Shelby and I began texting for a few days before we hung out. In our conversation, I realized that she was madly in love with Jesus. She was extremely sweet. She was extremely funny. This is the night before we were hanging out. I'm like, there has to be a catch. Something's wrong. So I was trying to narrow it down, and I was like, maybe she has like a third arm. I asked Shelby to send me a picture. She was like, no, I've never been on a blind date, and I'd really like to go on one. So I'm like, she has a third arm and a unibrow. But she was so sweet that I just had to meet you. She comes out of her dad's house, and I was like, you have the unibrow, because that is the most beautiful woman I have ever seen.
After they had their first date, and he, in his own mind, knew he was going to marry her, he went to work and he told his friends, they said, how was the date? He said, it's time to invoke Operation Change Your Last Name.
Let this altar represent the incomprehensible miracles that God has worked in our lives. He has saved us from ourselves, freed us of our chains, and brought us together in the most unexpected of ways. Perfectly timed, not too soon and not too late, just perfectly. I have dreamed of you, prayed for you, and yearned for you.
Shelby is the perfect choice for you to marry because of her love for Jesus. How she wants him at the center of your marriage so that you would know true intimacy, and that she sees marriage as one flesh, just like
Under the stars, 'cause what's mine could be.
And in the Bible, Jesus says, the faith of a mustard seed will move a mountain. Well, that faith that you showed, there's your mountain. I really do think that's why you're so blessed to have Shelby. That's a big part of it, that faith you showed.
You make me so.
who gives this woman to be married to this man.
Her family and I.
Yes, Shelby is a knockout, gorgeous young woman. I've only seen one other person on their wedding day look that beautiful, and that was my wife.
Mom, you showed me what a godly woman is. I had hope because of you. I think sometimes you were the only reason why that maybe there was another woman out there like you. And there she is. Shelby, your beauty is captivating. Every time I look at you, I realize God was just showing off when He made you. Your inner beauty is what leaves me in awe. You have clothed yourself with so many virtues, it really does amaze me. I'm a rich man because of the wife God has given me. Your value is eternal, and your inner beauty will never fade. If God lets us have kids, I promise to love you and them with the same love you have for your family. I promise to always put you and our kids before anything life throws at us. I promise to be the best dad you've ever seen. Your humor is something I never knew I was missing, and now I will never take it for granted. I promise to always appreciate your silliness and never stop laughing at all of the wit you are filled with. Your love for others radiates Christ all the time. It is a quality I have never witnessed in someone else. When people are around you, they feel loved and noticed because you are so intentional with how you love them. As our life continues, I promise to never stop encouraging your compassion. I promise to sprint with you as I lead our family to the foot of the cross. I promise to love you with the love that I received from Christ. I want to love you and our family from a place of overflow from Him. I guess what I'm trying to say is that I promise to never stop striving to be the man of your dreams. I promise to love you more than yesterday, but not as much as tomorrow.
All that you are, 'cause tonight I'll be yours if you want it. You make me so bold. Hey, you make me so bold.
You know, Andrew is one of the best men I know.
You make me so. You make me so.
Thank you for the man that you are and for the amazing husband and father you will be.
Andrew, I love the way that you love Shelby. I love that you adore her, how you look at her and treat her with respect and care. You are now her protector.
Andrew, as I write these vows, I don't think I've truly understood what has happened over the last 7 months. The way that God has brought us together is truly incredible. It's so detailed and it's so providential. That's the really adventurous part of our faith, knowing that God has a plan and trusting not only that there is a plan, but all the steps, the failures and successes along the way, and He's carefully planned them perfectly to lead us to this moment. It's wild that one day you can wake up, quit school, become a realtor, go to a meeting with your sister, and next thing you know, you're getting set up on a blind date with the boss's son. Now that's providence. I know that God, without a doubt, made us for one another, Andrew. I needed a gentle man, sweet and tender, and so caring. But if anyone asks, you've never cried a day in your life. I prayed for a man who loves Christ, loves his family, and would love me for the woman that God created me to be. And even then, I thought I was asking too much. I'm sure God was laughing as He knew He would be blessing me with a husband who is so much more than that. You are the most amazing, generous man who is constantly thinking of me, ensuring that my espresso is made first, that I never ever pump my own gas. I have yet to pump my own gas in the last 7 months. But most importantly, God blessed me with a husband who is constantly leading me to Christ, that prays with me and for me. And I vow, Andrew, to be the wife that you deserve, as close as I can humanly manage. I vow to be your helper, your supporter, and encouraging you in every endeavor, loving you, remaining faithful, and always prayerful for you. I vow to run hand in hand with you into eternity as we praise, worship, and glorify our amazing Father.
I, as a minister of Christ Church, and legally authorized to do so by the state of New Mexico, now pronounce you husband and wife. Let no one separate what God has joined together. You tried to kiss her a minute ago. You may kiss your bride.
Andrew, Shelby, always be true to each other. Share your burdens. Always speak well of each other, even in private. And And when things don't go well or challenges are encountered, forgive as often as it is required.
We love you all. From Shannon and I, we are honored and we are blessed. Shelby, to have a daughter, and we love you with all our heart.
Congratulations. I love you both from the bottom of my heart, and I know you will have a beautiful life in marriage together.
Let's all raise a toast again to Andrew and Shelby.